Hi guys, welcome to my Mandem told me to stop calling and texting because his girlfriend wasn't having it. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. To every old subscriber, I want to say you're the realest, you're the best. I appreciate you for coming back and being patient with me. To the new subscribers, girl, boy, hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share, and let me know that we're here, that you're here, and we're doing this, okay? So, for everyone who read my Instagram or everyone who supported my Instagram and voted yes, today we're doing the Real Tea episode 1. So stay tuned for more. Okay guys, from the title, my first ever heartbreak. Oh my gosh. And disclaimer, for everyone I'm going to talk about, I'm going to use initials. For the guys, I'm going to use Mr. whoever and put their initial, like the name or the last name or whatever. But if you are watching this and you know the story and you know it's you, my guy, I got nothing but love for you. You made me who I am. You made me cry. You made me laugh. So let's do this. Okay, my first ever heartbreak, guys. I'm just going to go straight into it. And first of all, let us appreciate the bonnet. If you see this, no, it's tea time. If you see this, oh, it's a cancer cup, a cancer chain. To all my cancers, I love you so much. Okay, so first ever heartbreak. This was in 2014, right? But rewind to 2011 when I met this guy. Okay, we had gone for Form 4 vacation school, right? And my friend, my closest friend at that time, had a phone. So she brought her phone, and I think this guy called her, and I answered, and I kind of had like a small talk with him. And next thing, he's on my Facebook, you know, we're talking and chatting and everything. And then after we had, this just went on for some time. I'm just going to keep this short. Like, the meeting part and everything is going to be short. The heartbreak part, hey, these men, you will cry. So, fast forward, we started talking, and 2011 November, after the exams, like after our final exams, we started talking. And for those who know, those who were in the game back then, there was this app called Mixit. Things happened on Mixit. So me and this guy started talking on Mixit. He asked me to be his girlfriend. And remember, I haven't met this guy yet. I haven't. But the vibe, the vibe was just taking me to cumulonimbus. Cumulonimbus, nimbus stratus. It was taking me to cloud 9. And, I was young, I was in love. And we were talking and texting all the time. And this went on for 2011, right? 2012, then I changed schools. I would talk to him all the time. And if you were in Zim, this was a time where e-text was popular. E-text was like a free texting app. You had only like 15. No, it wasn't 15. Those were like the... E-text was like a free texting app. So sometimes your messages would go through, sometimes they wouldn't. If it wouldn't, it would send it back to you. So this is me, 2012, 2013, texting my guy. And this is when I started noticing that a lot of problems were happening, And then I think 2012 April, this is when Codco happened. Please stay tuned for this one because you don't want to know what happened. So Codco happens, right? I haven't met this dude. He was living in another city, like the capital in Harare. I was living in Bulawayo, and I was a boarder at a school in Mashingo, right? He was at Prince Edward. So this guy is called Mr. H, right? Mr. H. So Mr. H meets up with my cousin over at like the Codco thingy. And then, they call me, oh, I met your cousin, blah, blah, blah. Me, I'm like so happy, he's finally meeting my family. School's open, what happens? I used to, like, in our dormitory, right? It was like a cubicle, so I used to sleep next to my cousin. I noticed that whenever this dude would say goodnight to me, my cousin would go on the, like, would receive a call. But she would literally answer the call in her blankets, like. So one time I was suspecting, and I always get the sixth sense that something's going on. And then, oh my gosh, I haven't even had the tea. That right there. So this one time my cousin, because we didn't have like sockets in our cubicle, so we had to go and charge our phones like upstairs. So she gave me a phone innocently. She's like, oh cousin, can you go and charge my phone for me? Me being me, the snoop that I am, I went through her phone, seeing texts of her and my dude. Hey, Mr. H. I made an issue out of it. I broke up with him then. And then my cousin comes back to me like later after this guy texts her and tells her that I found out. She's like, why were you going through my phone? And I'm like, why were you talking to my boyfriend like that? No answer. So then me and him, I think, we then fixed things. I can't really remember some of these nitty-gritty things, but all I know is he was a cricket player, right? So I used to wear his t-shirts with his name, initials. Everyone in my school knew that this girl is taken. Fast forward 2013, around July, we broke up. No, around April-ish, March-ish, we broke up. I got into another relationship with some dude from school, then we broke up, and then I went back to this guy. So 2013, and I say this with no fear of contradiction, we were cruising. We were cruising. Hey, come 2013 November now, this is where the drama starts. We wrote our final Form 6 exams, and we were in Bulawayo, right? So my mom's brother stays in Harare. And him and his wife were like, no, the kids should come over, they should come over. I had written my Form 6, my sister had written her Form 4. So we went to my uncle's for the holiday. It was a long holiday, this was like. So I text dude, I'm coming over. I do not want to lie to you. Every time, almost every day, I would see this dude, right? Would meet, go for days. Everything was. But then, and this was the first guy, like he was my first, if you know, sorry. So time passed, and then around February or January, end of February, January, we had to go back home. So me and dude said our goodbyes. I went back home. As I went back home, he was about to go for a World Cup tour in Dubai. And then I noticed on his Facebook, like these days, guys, how Facebook mixed it, WhatsApp, and Instagram wasn't even that popular back then. I can't remember. Yeah, Facebook, nyan. And me and him, we used to have like a chain. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so why? Anyway, I really love this dude. So he's about to go for a tour, and then I noticed on his Facebook wall that there was a girl who would be posting stuff like, oh, thank you for today, oh, you're such a funny guy. I asked him about it. He's like, oh no, these friends of mine, he had like a couple of girlfriends. I just didn't take it into consideration, but I texted the girl. I just said, hi, I have a question to ask you. And she's like, yeah. So before I talked to the girl, Mr. H had explained his side of the story, and me, because I was in love, I believed my guy. Next thing, when the tour is about to happen, the day of the tour, like when they were supposed to leave to Dubai, I expected my dude, well, being in a long distance relationship, I expected him to call me or text me or, anything like that. What does he do? The dude tells me, oh, we're busy running around. I'm like, okay, cool. The day they left, this same girl texts on his wall, thank you for today. I had an awesome time. Shama, awesome time. King, what awesome time are they talking about? Then I went to this girl's profile. So his whole flight, the getting there and stuff. I didn't talk to him. And then this girl texts me and she's like, "Oh, hi. I noticed you went silent. Why were you about to ask me about Mr. H?" I'm like, "Yeah. What's he to you?" She's like, "I'm his girlfriend." And she's like, "What about you?" And I'm like, "I'm his girlfriend." Then she's like, "Oh, she wanted to be cheesy with me." She's like, "Oh, how long have y'all been dating?" I'm like, "It's been 2 years now." She's like, "Oh, we." So remember, this was in February, right? I had left Harare in January, and then she's like, "Oh, we've been dating for 2 months," meaning he started dating this girl in a yeah. He started dating this girl when I was still in Harare with him, and I'm like, "Oh, okay." Then she's like, "Oh, blah blah blah." I'm like, I don't want to talk to this girl. When my dude gets to Dubai, I texted him, "Hi, we need to talk." So I think this girl had already texted him already. And then he didn't have Skype. So I had Skype and he asked me to Skype him on his friend's account. So his friend's account, I Skyped, "Hi, can I talk to Mr. H? Mr. H, what's up, what's up?" And I'm like, "Yo, dude, what's going on?" Like, then he's like, "Oh, wait, talk to my friend for a bit. I'm about to change, then I'll talk to you." So they were literally, like, the friend was sitting on the bed and he put the iPad there, right? And I could hear movements in the room. And then we were making small talk. And then Mr. H shouts, "Oh, guy, let's go for dinner." And then I'm like, "But you're supposed to talk to me first." And then his friend goes, "Actually, I don't think he wants to talk to you right now." You know, women, we get into relationships as good people, as angels. Mara, these men's, they teach us to be evil. And I just thought, it's one of those fights that we always had. Was it? The whole of his tour in Dubai, we didn't talk. Then he's just like, "Oh, I'll talk to you when I get back to Zimbabwe." He was in Dubai for like 3 weeks. And the funny part was my brother was in the same team with him. But I told my brother, but my brother is the person who doesn't want to get involved with people's issues because he's like, "Oh, your relationship and your friend and my friend is going to mess things up." Yeah, the type of thing. He comes back. He never told me he came back. And I think he had blocked me off his WhatsApp. Only for him to text me, I think, a week after he came back. And I saw that his profile picture was him and this girl. And he's like, "Hi, I'm sorry, I've been quiet. I'm just going to keep this short. My girlfriend does not feel comfortable with me talking to you." I'm like, "But we never broke up." And he's like, "Yeah, well, it is what it is." That was goodbye, guys. If I tell you that I cried myself to sleep, I cried myself to wake up, I cried myself to eat, I cried myself for like 2 weeks. I think even my mom noticed that this girl, she's not right. Because those days we were, my room was like just next door to my mom's. So I think she would hear me crying all night. I couldn't just take it. That was my first heartbreak. Like, if you ask me, that was my first heartbreak. And then fast forward, him and this girl broke up. And the girl started dating my brother. Well, they dated for 5 years until they broke up. But the now good part was me and this girl, my sister-in-law, would go to cricket games to watch my brother. And this dude would be there. Why is the world like this? King teaser. But anyway, this is just, these episodes are going to be very short because, I mean, you guys. Anyway, where is Mr. H now? Rumor has it. Not rumor. I heard. Is it a rumor or whatever? I heard he's now a sports director at some private school in Zimbabwe. I'm not going to say the school to protect his image. But Mr. H, if you watch this, what's up, my guy? He tried getting back when I was now in college, when I went to use it, but I told him, "You're that special person in my life that I'll forever give his accolades. You broke my heart first, you're my first love, and you're my first. Nothing's going to change that. We're never getting back together, ever." So yeah, that's just about my first heartbreak. It's not as juicy, but it's the real tea, guys. And these are episodes. This is a series, okay? This is episode 1. And for more, you just know where to come back, guys. You know who to watch. You know what to expect. Anyway, thank you so much, my lovely yo-yos. If you have made it this far in the video, please leave a blue heart to show me that we're in this together, and wait for the next series. Any questions, any suggestions, hit my Instagram, hit my Snapchat, hit my, oh yeah, recently I've been doing TikTok a lot, so follow me on there. You know, I'll be putting some funny videos, dance videos. I don't really dance, so yeah. And this is a special shout out to my friend Louie from Life of Louie. I'm going to put her link down below. She's the one who requested, or she's the one who pushed me, or rather inspired me to give the real tea. But this is not only going to be the real tea only, guys. It's going to be, I'm going to start doing daily vlogs. Well, most, not daily, like creating content, guys, is hard. Vlogs, some cooking, you know, some recipes, how I do things. Maybe get ready with me's. It's just, like I said, it's Mamoya. Just me. So thank you. I love you all. And remember, stay true to yourself. Remember, stay true to yourself. Keep loving yourself. God loves you and I love you, and it's peace.